NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Before you sit, allow me to teach you a slight change that we had in our NUP anthem. All along we've been singing Lutalo nga luwedde tuliyambala engule tulivimba mu Uganda empya. Vimba to the young people, addressing the elders is feeling good, feeling comfortable, because it's a promise to the young Ugandans that in that new Uganda we are going to live with full dignity as Ugandans. However, on a deep reflection, we realize that what we need to do, especially to those young people and all of us in the struggle, is not just to satisfy our ego. It's not just for us to feel like we've reached. As a matter of fact, when this first battle is ended, after we liberate ourselves from General Museveni and his junta, it will be the end. It will not be the end. It will be. Why? Because our mission is not only to get our freedom, but to build a new Uganda. So in that song, we have an urge that we're urging you to send a brand new message. Ti olutalo nga luwedde tuliyambala engule tulizimba Uganda empya. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown and we shall build a new Uganda. This is a promise that we must give to ourselves and to all fellow Ugandans, that when the battle is over, when the struggle is over, tulizimba Uganda empya. Katukayimbe mu Luganda then mumweja kakyusa sicho olutalo nga luwedde
tuliyambale engule tuliyambale engule tuliyambale engule olutalo nga luwedde tuliyambale engule tulizimba Uganda empya. Tulizimba Uganda empya.
One more time.
Tulizimba Uganda empya.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. I must say, I'm very, very humbled. Not only by the visit, but by the numbers. And indeed, not only the numbers, but the composition in the numbers. Very glad to see you, comrade leaders, to see the members, to see elders, the clergy, and the foot soldiers. For anybody who is from far, can very easily say, these people have come from Makiso. Or these people have come from Masaka. Or these people have come from Natete. But to see that you come from Tooro, please clap. This goes further to show us that our struggle is continuing to deeply root itself in the hearts of Ugandans from all regions of Uganda. I salute the Almighty God for allowing us to see this. When the SG called me yesterday and told me that Comrade Muwonge had insisted, because I had suggested I had a few other engagements today. But when he said that the people of Tooro want to meet you, the leaders of Tooro, the members, supporters, foot soldiers, and others of Tooro want to meet you, I had to cancel everything and meet you. You people are here. Nobody gave you transport. You put in your own transport and you put your time. But most important, the risk. Because I know that you know that everyone that supports change and most importantly aligns themselves to NUP are targeted. But look, you are here. I salute you for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also immensely excited to see that we're not only talking to supporters. Initially, even before I came in, people supported change and they would support anybody. And I've said it many times The people don't support Chagulanyi because he looks very good. Okay, I look. But that is not the reason that people support us. People support us because we support their cause. Because they feel themselves, they see themselves represented by what we do and what we say. Because what we say, they feel like we're speaking for them. That is why they are here. But there's always been support. We've always had support. It's exciting to see that we're having leaders here. That has always been our weakness. There's immense support, but very few leaders. Seeing that we have leaders running for office, different constituencies and different places, councillor, mayor, etc. That is something that we must celebrate, ladies and gentlemen. I want to assure you that your dreams are valid. This thing that we're doing is for real. We are different from the Museveni. Even the Musevenis that were not real succeeded. How about us? It's true. We are supported by the law, by the people of Uganda, and by God. We're doing everything as a symbolization that we are real and we are serious. NRM, 40 years later, you cannot trace their headquarters anywhere in Uganda. We do the things we do because we know. Not us as individuals, but the idea that we represent is here to stay. Yes. I want you leaders not only to view yourself at your level. If you're councillor, you should work and build yourself to be bigger than that, because you can be mayor, you can be MP, you can even be president. Yes. In the NUP, all doors are open, all possibilities are open for every leader. So when you're viewing yourself, for as long as you're in NUP, don't see yourself as a Birano Kafokange. No. Every level is your level. But it gives me so much hope because we are on a mission to take power. But just like the Museveni and his team, they were fighting with guns. But everywhere they reached, they established the leadership, LC and all that. We are in our 21st century bush. And we are going to win. And when we win, we should be ready. And I'm very glad that you comrades in Tooro are taking that line ready. We are not going to be in opposition. We are going to be the ruling party. But it doesn't make sense winning the presidency when we are light on ground. So let us be strong on ground. Just come away your next year, late next year, and come younger president. Yes. Work so hard so that I find you the MP of your area, the mayor of your area, the councillor of your area, and also the food soldier of your area. So let's work knowing Jetugenda Walamu. We won in 2021. Yes. So looking for votes is not an issue. The issue is how do we ensure we are announced? How do we ensure we sit in that chair where Ugandans want us to sit? It is similar. Kawempe just gave us an example. Because Museveni gave orders to do anything under the sun to get Kawempe. They spent 4 billion shillings. Officially, I believe it's much more than that.
It is much more.
Look what the people of Kawempe. That is what we are capable of doing. So our dreams, friends, are valid. We are not dreaming. We are real. And this is going to happen. I think Jakuba do this. Because it's possible. I believe it in my heart. You should believe it. But we are told that faith without action is empty faith. We should do what we must do to accomplish this. Among them is unity. Stick together. You are each other's energy. You are each other's resource. Once divided, you're going to be weakened. And that's where our enemy wants us. We are going. General Museveni tried so much to discourage us from a nation. That's why they did what they did in Tooro. They did what they did in Kayunga, and they were trying to do the same here in Kawempe. And we told our people, because we announced the protest vote etandikira wa Kawempe, era twagenda nga tugenze nalo, because we know that if Museveni succeeded in doing his nonsense in Kawempe, it would deflate our people. Twabagamba tugenze mu kalulu kwekalakasa. We invited the population. Any of you who doubted, now you know what people can do, even when they are unarmed. They brought that, they abducted people, they beat people, mayors, MPs, tortured them. But we defeated them. That was here in a small constituency in Kawempe, near the headquarters of the military. It was a small constituency. They concentrated all their lethal forces in Kawempe. We beat them. Now imagine when their forces are scattered all over Uganda. You know, Bebaine Kawempe, bagenda bawula bagende Busoga, bagende Jinja, bagende Tooro, bagende wa tujja bawanga. If we agree. So friends, go and make plans. I like what my comrade, the foot soldier, said. But and kadu kuzimbe gali. Muzimbe gali nali serious. Build teams, not teams of criminals. No, build teams. Teams of resistance. People that you can speak to. And it should not be public. Which call it privately. So that we are ready when the time comes. We are 49 million Ugandans. According to the IGGB coming, the people that are oppressing us are 30,000. Emitwale satu. Emitwale satu. Bonabona bakwesa 350 people. 350,000 people. That is the cabal. Bantumtwala satu wetano. Then aba bossi babo, but only 10% of that. That is mitwalo esatu next year. Are you telling me that we, the 49 million Ugandans, cannot overwhelm those people and swallow them? We can. That is what we should plan to do. That is what we should do. And we can, because it is one day. Because those are going to be us. But plan. Build teams. It's not illegal. It is perfectly legal. Everything that happened in Kawempe has been recorded. Please go and study the Kawempe by-election. We want every constituency to be like Kawempe. We need to plan that, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing that I want to encourage you is, and somebody talked about, the message that we send out there. I cannot speak to every Ugandan. SG or all these other leaders cannot. But I'm sure the same way we fought HIV/AIDS, the same way we fight all these other, pandemics and challenges that we face, is the same way that we can fight bad governance. People want change. But we need to paint a clear picture of a Uganda where we are taking them. Yes, they love us. Yes, they are young people like us. But there are doubts. And the regime which owns all communication centers, radio stations and TVs, they make sure they blackmail us. They make sure they send the wrongest message of us. If they don't say we are paid or hired by whites to recolonize Uganda, they say we are sponsored by homosexuals. If they don't do that, they'll say we want to burn down Uganda. We want to destroy Uganda. I want you to make sure Uganda is only for Uganda and all the nonsense that they come. You can help us communicate our dreams because you know exactly what we believe in. You can best communicate to people in a language they can understand and very simplified. The document that was presented is just more than adequate. Please break it down for our people. Bamanye kye tugenda ko bamanye nti mission eno yaabwe bonna. omukyalo omwami ali mu faamu ye ya kokoa amanye nti nze kati bino si lwanirira Lukongoya oba Bobiwine oba lwa Muwumbu oweba naye nwanirira kokoa wange ono singa Museveni avaako nja kufunamu times 10 because it is possible. Let them know, because this is not rocket science. These are things that have been there before. The railway has been there before. People have flown from Kampala to Tooro in planes before, 30 years ago, before we are born. These things have been there. Hospitals have ever been free. Schools have ever been free. When I was in P1 and P2 and P3, we used to get free books. So tell people that these things can change. Let them understand the value of changing leadership, the importance of having answerable leadership, accountable leadership, and servant leadership. Break it down for them so that we just to seek but this message is down there. I'm happy many of you are pushing this message, but let this message be the common message. This will help us a great deal to change this, our country, and ultimately to earn a better image as Uganda. But as of now, those who travel, you know how embarrassing it is just to say, I come from Uganda. We need to change that. We should change that. We will change that. I want to give you hope, friends. Much as we have support in Western Uganda and everywhere else, I want you to know that there are places where Museveni is completely rejected. Buganda is one of them. Abaganda bachawa Museveni bamugoba. Abaganda abatono bemulaba bawagira Museveni babbi. Abo banabanja, abo bamisa kabanda, abo just bagala kyakulya. Ate nawe baddemu bamanyi nti bizibu. Abo temubafaako temubamanya. There are places where Museveni has already been swept. Here he has been swept. In Busoga he has been swept. Western Uganda abantu tabakiriza kulonda kubamanyi tebagenda ne balonda president tebajja mulonda. Kati batuuka wali president bamulonzedda, they just allow you to vote for him. You know why? Because Museveni is still hiding behind Western Uganda.
It is a lie.
Bano baganda bafa abanyankole balina ebisi. Lukongo yayita wali balowooza afuna tribal allowance and others. So those people are fighting even harder with us. You've seen now kidnap some more in Ankole because they are opening the world's eyes to know that Museveni emubi tetuli babbi banne tetuli mu kintu. Like I told you, it's only 35,000 people that rule over us. The same thing is happening all over the country. So Museveni has been rejected massively. If it was a free and fair election, the population alone that votes him out keeps multiplying. What we need is to have a strong presence, a strong visibility in Western Uganda. Reason why Museveni can spend 5 billion on one rally by shipping abantu because he needs that image. He needs that picture to give to the international community. So that when he steals the votes, he has a claim. He's justified. We must demystify that. Let us make sure we weed him out even in Western Uganda.
Yes.
Otherwise, he's stealing and he's giving a picture that he's stealing on your behalf, which is wrong. As I conclude, comrades, yes, it has been mentioned that there are rampant fears that if Chakulani comes in power, all the Nani-Bagandas, all Westerners are going to be in trouble. Maybe my wife is going to be the first person to be in trouble because I don't marry Muganda. Or maybe Museveni intends to say that when you are married to somebody who is not your tribe, you change your tribe. But these and many others are the blackmailing tools that Museveni has. This guy is the worst tribalist because he believes in it. And that is the seed that he wants to bring, to sow among the stars. But good enough We don't even have to explain that. We just have to look at us. Look at our composition. Maybe next time when they ask me that question, Yakusaba Lubongo ya abadidam oba katana oba bad. Friends, that is not to say that there won't be justice. You know the people that are pushing that talk? Those are the thieves. Those are the land grabbers. And please tell them, abantu ababba ku bantu ettaka lyabwe likyaliwo bajja dibajjako. Those that stole people's cows, that justice will be served. So for those that are oppressing people, they have every reason to fear. Museveni has every reason to fear. But we've told Museveni, wabavudeko bulungi. Ffe tetulina buzibu tusobola okumukuuma ne tumusonyiwa n'omusonyiwa. Naye obudde buggwayo. So kiri gyali alowooze mangu nnyo atuse. And to conclude by giving you confidence that we are winning, we are going to win. You cannot go in any part of the country to anybody, however random it is, and then you ask them and that person will tell you we are wrong. No. We are right. When you look in our hearts, we know the cause that we are standing on is a just cause. We are right. We are on the side of the law. And nothing convinces me knowing that we are on the right side of God. God is on our side. So tugenda kuwangula bachali. We are going to win. We are going to be free, and you will be leaders. So don't sell out. My brother here talked about it. Don't be convinced. All our brothers and sisters who sell out, they convince them. Just make sure when the time comes, it finds you on the right side. So those few words, I want to once again thank you for coming, and I want a few gifts. The first one, I want to give it to that, my brother. So good to carry. This is the first time he's coming to Kampala, and the first time he's seeing me. I'm very, very happy. This is Meja Kunyijuka. Okay. This you know what you can coffee. The teacher, secondly, I have a brother from Utungamo. Muko, so koje kuli Utungamo Muko. This is for you, my brother. And finally, waliwo kyali yafa tukubyemu omuziki. You know I'm a musician, so this man did a good album. This is for you.
Thank you, my president. Amani, Omusa, Muwangale.
Abayimbi boogeranye waliwo n'omuyimbawo mukyala naye nze engeri gye yali mukulembeze tujja kukwatagana twongere okunyumya. Banange nsanyuse nnyo nnyo okubalaba. Mukama batambuze bulungi nga muddayo. Let us continue communicating, but go back feeling empowered, because what you're standing on is the right side of history. Let us do this. This that we're doing, we are making history. We are going to free Uganda, and you are going to be part of that historical group. Thank you. I don't know, why not? Please.
we're starting to get the districts. Let's have one for everybody. Oh, and then we'll go to this.
The president was meeting the elders and some leaders from Tooro sub-region. Some elders, the elders from Tooro sub-region, and NUP leaders from Tooro sub-region have been meeting the president, and we've had very many very wisdom words. Most of them, of course, some of them they are confidential. We will not bring them live, but most of the things they were about how the NUP party could be built from the country over on the political scene of this world, and the president has tried to comfort them and explain to them how they could work together, how they can work and make sure that the things are done well in all things they are doing. So briefly, you've heard the speeches we shall be giving you some speeches this time from the people, the questions, the constructive advices. So mwebale nnyo president olunaku olwaleero abadde asinkana bakulembeze okuva mu Tooro sub-region. Tooro eri mu Western Uganda. Tooro eri mu Western Uganda ekulemberwa Honorable Jode Jacqueline, ye Vice President w'ekibiina kya NUP in Western Uganda. So olunaku olwaleero bwatyo abadde basinkanye president saako n'abakulembeze b'ekibiina kya NUP. So embeera eyo ebadde wano.
Our power, people power, NUP, everywhere, NUP.
Kunga Uganda kunga Tooro kunga Kabarole kunga Kunga jagenda kunga.
So Western Uganda wabaddeyo stories abasinga zibadde balowooza nti oba oli awo ntuufu, naye nga Western Uganda it is so they are so much interested in change that you can listen the way the stories, the way how they do their things. So muzikirize tugenda kwangenda mu maaso, but bingi tugenda batuusaako. We have very many interviews, exclusive interviews ze tulina twakola mu Western Uganda okubakulembeza ab'enjawulo tuzibawa ku YouTube yaffe, Facebook yaffe. So muzikirize, let me leave you. Have a nice day. Bye.